WVUA News at 10.
Ahead at 10, hundreds of millions of dollars are headed to Alabama to help with disaster recovery.
One nonprofit organization right here in the Birmingham area may be facing millions in penalty fees for standing up for something they believe in. I'm Molly Mitchell, and I'll have that story for you coming up straight ahead.
A traffic light is soon to arrive at the intersection of Highway 43 and Tierce-Patton Road, but some local residents say that's just not enough. I'm Travis Leader. I'll tell you why.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Tamika Alexander. We begin tonight with a multi-million-dollar announcement for recovery efforts in the city of Tuscaloosa. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is granting the city of Tuscaloosa nearly $44 million for disaster recovery. U.S. Housing and Urban Development Secretary Sean Donovan allocated nearly $120 million throughout the state of Alabama today. The grants are provided through HUD's Community Development Block Grant Program to support long-term disaster recovery efforts. Donovan says this money is to help local communities recover from severe storms, tornadoes, and flooding in 2011. $43.9 million of those funds are going directly to Tuscaloosa for housing and building infrastructure. Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox says this gives the city an opportunity to implement the Tuscaloosa Forward Plan.
It's revolutionary to think about what our citizens did coming together to say this is how we want to rebuild our community, and now we actually have the means to accomplish the majority of it. This is really a remarkable moment for this community. We're going to look back a few years from now and think back to this day on 15th Street and say, you know, that's the moment. That's when the first domino fell.
Maddox says this is one of the largest single grants in Tuscaloosa's history. Well, with such a large amount of money coming to the city, how do residents feel the funds should be spent? WVUA's Victoria Sheehan joins us now live from Tuscaloosa. And Victoria, I understand you had a chance to speak with residents about the new federal funds that are coming to town.
That's right, Tamika. I spoke with two men today, one who lives in Rosedale and one who commutes through Alberta every day. Both have seen the areas rebuild after the tornado 2 years ago, but both say that there are still three things that the city needs to focus on.
I honestly think, they should do a lot of changes. I mean, like the road over there to the right, I mean, it's destroyed. Roads, as soon as you go to the stop sign, it's destroyed. So, I mean, the roads, they can definitely fix.
Preston Tatum drives through Alberta every day to get to work, and he agrees that road conditions need to be addressed. But both men say that will mean little if education isn't helped as well.
I just, care about the kids. So, as long as they do things that really help bring the kids opportunity to make a better life for them. So as long as they keep this area up and keep going the way it's going, I think everything's going to work out good.
It's a lot of stuff that can be changed, I mean, for us, the schools, the kids' education, that's very important. The number one key in life is education. Without it, you'll get nowhere.
Lewis says in addition to education, community involvement will help get Tuscaloosa whole again.
I just feel like me helping will give back to my community for me. I mean, I probably couldn't do much because I'm not this wealthy guy on the big throne and all that. But of course, I feel like, by going out, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, going to help, dig up mud and shoving it here and shoving it there and placing hoses there and building this and building that, I can give back to my community for what the tornado has damaged and done to us.
Maybe the councilmen and all can really see that there's a positive attitude that's going on over here in this area, and maybe they can take that to a different level.
Lots of questions still remain about how the funds will be spent, continuing the Tuscaloosa Forward Plan, helping the fire station in Alberta rebuild, and continuing to improve roads and infrastructure in areas hit by the tornado are all things that city leaders hope to accomplish. We'll know more when HUD reviews the city's plan of action. Reporting live in Tuscaloosa, Victoria Sheehan, WVUA News. Tamika.
Thanks, Victoria. Congress passed the Affordable Care Act in 2010, but it won't take full effect until next year. But some organizations are facing problems now with mandates placed in the law. WVUA's Molly Mitchell joins us now. And Molly, one worldwide company located right here in Alabama is very much against part of the new law.
That's right, Tamika. The Birmingham Catholic Broadcasting Empire, EWTN, is currently in litigation to fight what the health care plan says they must cover. That includes providing contraceptives to its employees.
The parking lot is full at the Eternal World Television Network, or EWTN. Each day, monks, nuns, and employees come through the doors, and health benefits are offered to those who qualify.
We're known for having good health insurance throughout all this time.
Even though the nonprofit network doesn't cover preventative services, which are voluntary sterilizations, contraceptives, and abortion-causing drugs.
Under Obamacare and under the mandate in question, the government's telling us we must cover these as if they're health care. Now, under Catholic teaching and under definitions, health care is the prevention, curing, or treatment of disease and the remediation of an injury.
By grouping contraceptive coverage with health care insurance, this changes the ethics of what Catholic health care can offer. EWTN decided to file suit against the Department of Health and Human Services based on religious reasons, and they feel that that's an American right that should be respected.
At the heart of the issue is whether or not people can be forced by the government to call something good that they believe sincerely in their heart to be evil.
If the government can't settle the issue with EWTN, the network may have to take drastic action.
If we just gave up our insurance entirely, it would be cheaper than the millions of dollars a year we'll have to pay just in penalties for not giving people abortion-causing drugs and voluntary sterilizations and contraceptives.
U.S. District Court Judge Sharon Blackburn dismissed EWTN's lawsuit, saying that she agreed with the network's standing or reasoning to file the suit, but was unable to make an official ruling because the government continues to say that they may make changes in the Obamacare laws. And Tamika, Mr. Manos tells me that EWTN is hopeful that the issue will be resolved. Back to you.
Thanks, Molly. In a WVUA News update, Birmingham's airport is still using a large panel of video monitors similar to the one that tipped over and killed a 10-year-old Kansas boy last week. The approximately 9-foot-tall cabinet was flashing flight information on 3 screens just 5 days after a similar display killed Luke Brissett at the airport. A small warning sign tells visitors not to touch the cabinet. A portable metal fence on wheels is in place to keep people away. Airport spokeswoman Tony Herrera-Bass says a similar cabinet was removed from another area, but she didn't have any immediate information about the one still in use. Well, WVUA is covering Hale County, where a 1-year-old child was killed in a car crash. It happened Tuesday on Highway 69, 5 miles south of Greensboro. State troopers say 1-year-old James Carlton McGilberry of Demopolis was killed when the vehicle he was riding in struck a tree. Troopers say the child was not properly restrained in a car seat. The cause of the crash is under investigation, but authorities say speed was a factor. The Tuscaloosa County Commission is working with the Tuscaloosa County Schools, allowing traffic to come in and out of Brookwood High School. According to Tuscaloosa County Probate Judge Hardy McCullum, there will be a spur-off of Alabama Highway 216 at the high school site, which will allow vehicle traffic to come in and out of the new campus. The road is meant to provide safer travel for school traffic, and similar projects have already been completed at other county schools. Well, turning now to the weather, it was a little warmer today. WVUA's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott is joining us. Hey, Richard, is the trend going to continue? It's a warm Wednesday out there.
Yeah, a lot warmer today. Still relatively cool in terms of where it should be, but check out temperatures now, 47 in Tuscaloosa. And again, compared to this time last night, we are much warmer, but it's going to be another cold night before we get rid of the cold air for at least a little while. 48 back in Montgomery. Satellite radar, no cloud cover deal with tonight. We'll stay dry and clear, but temperatures will likely rebound quickly tomorrow for Thursday plants. Check that out, 60 by lunch, 65 as we go towards tomorrow afternoon around 4 p.m. So it will be a much warmer day tomorrow. Good news is we hit 70s over the weekend. Bad news is we got some rain to talk about. Your forecast is coming up.
In a WVUA News follow-up, we first reported in September of 2011 about a deadly intersection in Tuscaloosa County, and now changes are coming. But did these changes come too late at Tears Patton Road? WVUA's Travis Leader joins us now. And Travis, I understand tragic accidents have continued to occur at the deadly intersection since that report.
That's right, Tamika. Tears Patton Road and Highway 43's intersection in North Tuscaloosa County is the site of many car accidents because of its high volumes of traffic and high rates of speed. It's also the site of a fatal car accident in December 2012 involving Northport police officer Jimmy Jason Guin.
It's back to where you have to pull out in front of somebody just to get there.
Having to come out at, anywhere from say 4 o'clock till about 6:30 or 7 o'clock is almost impossible.
And while it can take minutes before vehicles can turn left at that intersection, nearby residents say traffic lights are long overdue. But some local leaders are happy progress is now being made.
Sometimes, unfortunately, just getting everybody at the table and getting everything understood takes a little bit of time. I'm just delighted that we've been able to reach this agreement.
Highway 43 is a state-controlled highway, and any changes must be approved by AlDOT. And probate judge Hardy McCollum is less than happy about how much the county has to pay.
50% of the cost of the materials to do the intersection on a state highway in order to facilitate this to happen. And to me, that's just, that's not the way it should be.
But locals say it's not just Tierce Patton, it's every intersection on this stretch of road that can turn fatal.
You're just steadily building momentum. There needs to be a break in the speedage out there here. So it's one of the most dangerous stretches in Tuscaloosa County.
Another concern residents have is the amount of traffic on UA home football games. Some say it takes upwards of 20 minutes before they can turn their cars out of Tierce Patton Road onto the highway. Now the traffic light setting up at that intersection will cost the county about $40,000. Reporting live in Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
On your Crime Watch, we are covering Northwest Alabama. A Franklin County man is facing charges of murder for a cold case dating back more than 30 years. 28-year-old Larry Graham was killed February 16, 1980 at a residence south of Russellville. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office reopened the case more than a year ago. Authorities say now John Donald Smith is behind bars charged with murder. Investigators say Graham was killed when his throat was cut during a fight. New accounts of the fight from Graham's family led to the indictment of Smith, but Smith denies any involvement. And you may have a piece of information that could lead authorities to a wanted suspect. Here's your chance to help investigators find that missing piece of the puzzle in tonight's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted.
I'm Chief Deputy Ron Abernathy with the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, and thanks to you and WVUA, we have captured number 489, Michael Shane Lee, white male, captured for manufacturing controlled substance. Now we need your help locating more of Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Michael Tavares Barron, black male, 33 years of age, 6'1", 190 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, last known to be living in the 1100 block of Ponley Circle, Duncanville, wanted for Sex Offender Act violation. Kendrell Andron Watkins, black male, 24 years of age, 5'9", 165 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, last known to be living in the 4000 block of Cherrystone Circle, Tuscaloosa, wanted for assault 2nd degree. Carlos Jerome Burleson, white male, 52 years of age, 6'2", 175 pounds, gray hair, green eyes, last known to be living in the 1000 block of Fulton Road, Tuscaloosa, wanted for assault 2nd degree. If you have any information on these or others wanted by the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, please contact us at 464-8672 or on our website at www.tcsoal.org. Like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Working together, we will continue to make Tuscaloosa County a safer place to live. Thank you.